Starting off at New Queen Street, the pick of Saturn. Saturn played 2 matches so far, have yet to lose one. They had a first week bye, so they're still getting caught up with everybody else in Division 4. And they have 2 opponents left who I think are... Guardians and Celestials. Those are their last 2 matches. So they might have an opportunity to sweep the division. We saw Olympians did earlier, and were not able to, taking 1 loss on the regular season. We'll see if Saturn can keep their win streak going. First team fight, already explosive. Players going down on both sides. But the bot not moving much on either side. Immortal going to be starting out on Junker Queen. Moose coming out on Orisa. Still not moving much on either side. It looks like Celestials might be stabilizing a bit. Wux, the new pickup for them, going to get a double kill. Garcia going to do away with them though, but the damage might already be done. 2 picks is going to allow Celestials to get the bot and keep on moving. Wux has been on a lot of league teams throughout their career here. They actually have been here since Season 1. They were on Ragu and played actually the first match in Ragu's history, and then never played again in Division 1. Maybe they were busy, not sure. They did come back for Season 2, joining Phoenix, and they have been on quite a few teams since then. It's not even worth trying to get into it. This is their first time on Celestials, though, and a big pickup for this team, especially with playoff considerations. You didn't know he's on set? Well, now you know. Celestials in control, already going to snag the checkpoint, making good time on Saturn's map pick, and Wux with a pulse bomb, going to check out the back line. Definitely want to make sure they get out the Clown's Immort before using that one, though. Still holding on to it right now. Moose is going to get antied. Here comes the pulse bomb. Quokka going to be the victim, but crucially, they did get Moose, and if they can keep Immortal alive, they're going to have a tank while Celestials do not, and they're going to be able to push a little bit into their territory. That's true, Avernus, and not just in Scrim. Saturn's been looking very good in league matches. I mean, Angels, who rocked out their first match, were in for a rude awakening when they faced Saturn. That was probably one of the most lopsided matches of Division 4. And then Saturn took down Diamonds, who had made some big changes. But now, this is going to be their hardest opponent yet. Celestials is definitely the first or second ranked team in Division 4. And Saturn the other.
This ends now.
Garcia letting go with a overclock. Everybody on Celestials going to get out of there. Junior not going to be able to. Junior, of course, the team owner for Celestials, playing their signature Reaper. I don't think Junior has played yet for Celestials, even though they're the team owner. It's pretty common, I think, for a lot of teams that their owner actually does not play. But for both these teams, both owners are playing. I would have done that if I showed you guys the lineups, but I got distracted. Meowpill, actually the owner of Saturn. This is their second season. And Junior, owner of Celestials, also their second season. Both these teams were added in Season 3.
Stop the robot now.
And it's just, and I'm hearing a report for Division 1 that Shay Nira, we've been waiting for their debut in the league. Shay Nira will be starting for the Sentinels in their next match. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that. Shay, we're wishing you the best of luck. It's not going to be an easy match. Meanwhile, Celestial's going to snag the bot before Saturn is able to get to the midpoint. But a nice close one so far. I'm liking it. And here's the deal. Do you guys want me to spoil the match for you or not? I can tell you the script right now. I can see what's going on just by looking at the players in this lobby and the players that are playing right now. I can tell you the script. Junior not going to have a fade, and Quokka's going to take full advantage, blowing up the Reaper. And with the player down, Moose backing up. You're not going to be here, you're going to be on a cruise? Cruise got Wi-Fi, man. Laptop, Wi-Fi, problem solved. Quokka on fire. First hit the pulse bomb, and now causing some serious problems in the back line, and this is going to allow Saturn to snag the midpoint, and they might actually be starting to chip away at the lead. Wux is still behind, though. I don't think they'll contest it, but they might try and stop them from the lead. The script can't be leaked? Okay. All right, if you say so. I'm itching, though, because I'm going to look like so cool. Once exactly what I say is gonna happen happens. Garcia's turn to heat up a bit. Gonna get a double kill with the Torbjorn. And with that team fight win there, Saturn's gonna snag the lead. Hold on.
I'm ready to unleash the molten core.
Stay calm, Juno. You can do this.
Leaving them in the dust.
And the ult's on the side of Saturn as well. So Celestials had the lead for the entire match, and now with just 3.5 minutes, it's going to be stolen away from them. Here comes Wux, though. The snow absolutely decimated by that pulse bomb, but not going to be enough to stop Saturn's advance. Immortal, perfect timing to get their ultimate there. They were in bad shape and then just got primal, and now Drew's going to be in trouble, not going to escape. Doesn't matter if you can fly. You're going to be sent to outer space by that monkey, and Saturn could just win it right here. Check this out. Moose doing their best to sustain. I knew someone was going to say something. I meant Winston. Winston. I started like laughing the second I said it. Celestial's not going to give up, though. That was very close. They definitely could have lost it there. And a lot of credit is to Moose using all of Orissa's cooldowns. Stay alive. Spicy sub me for next week. I know you're playing, right? I mean, Sentinels... That's a must-win game for Sentinels, if we're being honest here. Immortal gonna catch Junior. Junior off the Reaper now, gonna be looking at the Echo. Immortal wasting no time, gonna keep on moving. Oh yeah, as a reminder, we do have different token amounts now. If you save up more channel points, you can get a better ratio of tokens. You can now redeem 120 tokens for 2,000 channel points, or 200 tokens for 200 tokens for 3,000 channel points. So keep that in mind when you're wagering on matches. Mortal starting off well, but Celestial's gonna get a couple more hits there as well. Mortal going crazy though. Wux swapping to Reaper just to try and stop what he's cooking up here. And it's not gonna stop here. And they're gonna fling around Moose too. I mean, surely that should be it. Celestials really need to rally there, and instead, it's absolutely stolen from them. You let me spin my channel points early? I'm sorry. I put it in the update log, but no one checks the update log except, like, Junior. And with 4 kills there, they just got to finish off Moose, and Saturn going to come back from being down in that match, and they're going to get it done. Sorry, I'm gonna leak the script a bit. Here comes the subs. You'll see what I mean. You'll all see. Because I know someone out there is like, didn't this guy just tell me to put channel points on Celestials? What in the world? But those are none of the same Celestials players playing now except for Moose and Wux. So, lots of subs here. Just one for Saturn though. Shu is going to be coming in for Meowpilled. Meowpilled had their fill. They're going to throw Shu in here. Shu actually transferring from a Division 1 team, Sentinels, down to Saturn. Talk about a change of pace. But is it going to be enough? It's not. It's not going to be enough. Celestials swapping in Chili Billy on tank. Wux is going to be staying on DPS. Going to be met with oiled up Gat, who's going to be coming in. Moose going to swap from tank over to support, and Whiskey, the co-owner, coming in. Here we go. I need to add one to the score. There's always something. Always something I forget. There we go. Okay. Saturn with 2 chances. They've got this map and the next one to get it done. And Garcia is going to start it off with a bang. Going to take out Wux. And Saturn strikes first.
Flanking.
So just 1 kill so far, but it was enough for Celestials to back all the way up, which is smart. You know, one time I was watching an Overwatch coaching session, and I forget exactly what had happened, but the coach was telling the players, they were like, how many players did you have at the start of that team fight? And they were like, we don't know. And he's like, well, the answer is not 5, so you should have fought. That's good advice. Overwatch is a team game. You need your team. So far, Saturn is playing lights out. Junior. Get me a little bit nervous, man. What's going on? Chili Billy will get Garcia, but it's all Saturn right now. They're over 50%. I know you're here, Junior. I see you doing the raffle. Luckily for Celestials, they are going to have some ultimates to work with. Both support ults, though, which can help sustain for Saturn. Give us a moment. All right. Get that chemistry rolling. Okay, you're right. That's a great start. They're going to get Immortal. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. I started my Spotify. Wrong button. Let me close Spotify so I don't accidentally click play. And now we're seeing Celestials come alive. Chili Billy starting to land these hooks on Immortal. Immortal being hooked in and just being focus fired. And without their tank, not a whole lot Saturn can do, but they are building up quite a few ultimates. And at 91%, they're just going to need to win one more team fight. And here comes quite a few ults. Lux is going to get the party started getting Garcia, but it's 2 kills for Saturn right after that. Make it 3. The Clown going to get the 3rd. This point's over. Saturn's going to cap right here, and they are going to go to match point. Chili Billy is still alive. Probably not for very much longer. Nope. And Immortal gonna put the final dagger on this. And I want to be very clear, I'm not rooting for either team. I love all my teams. But I definitely did think Celestials was winning this one. Okay, Saturn, I see you. but it's not over yet. Celestials definitely came alive at the end of that one, but now they've got to play perfect Overwatch. They've got to win 2 control points in a row, can't lose one, and then they have to win the next map. I'm not being biased. I just like to be right on my predictions. Because, you know, if I'm always wrong on my predictions, then what kind of analyst am I? You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, credit to Saturn. I mean, they are playing lights out.
Pick on someone your own size. Maximum power.
Neon Torp. But Oiled Up Gat gonna get the opening pick here on Shu. Interesting heal comp for Saturn. I mean, they are running Lucio Brig, which is not a lot of heals. Worked last point, though. And with Chili Billy getting Immortal, it's going to be Celestials getting first blood here. Oiled Up Cat. Yep. I love Overwatch players and the usernames that they come up with. It's just such a great showcase of creativity. Celestials striking first. And we did see near the end of that map, they were getting stronger. Sometimes it takes a second to click, you know, like maybe in a comp game. Like, I don't know how much these players have practiced together. I'm gonna guess not much. I'm gonna guess Celestials is just throwing a lot of high-ranked players at this and saying, let's hope it works. But I think possibly on Saturn it could be the opposite. We saw a lot of these players for Saturn in some of their last matchups, so I have a feeling that they play together quite a bit. I mean, that's one of the problems with a big team like Celestials, is there's a lot of players on your roster. I mean, not every player is gonna have chemistry with every other player, and that can come down to a big factor in a game like this. Saturn has capped it back and is going to take the lead after just a second here. And they are just unrelenting. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Sounded like the audio was glitching out. 2 kills for the Celestials. Oiled Up Gat surviving with a single point of HP. Immortal is going to put an end to that probably. Ooh, gets out of there in time. But it might not matter. They don't even have the point yet. Immortal really living up to their name. I was about to say this player doesn't die, and then I realized what their username was. And it's so hard to win a team fight if you can't kill the tank. This is over, man. This is crazy. Scruffy Puppy, thank you so much for 30 bits. Gigantifying emote. I've never seen that before. That's cool, though. And I did it again. I called you Scruffy Puppy. I apologize. Thank you, Scruff Puppy. My bad. This is over, man. Saturn, you have my applause. You have my respect. I did not see this going like this. They just have Guardians next, and they can sweep the division. Bro, Death rooting for Saturn. Did you see the beginning of this match? What are you talking about? Last opportunity for Celestials. Oiled Up Gat gonna drop one more Reaper ult on him, and they might have one more chance here. Gets a triple, but they got a touch. I can't spectate the right player. Oh, they do touch. The one survivor of the team fight is gonna give Celestials one more chance. No, in the beginning, I was like low-key rooting for Celestials because they were my prediction. Not out of bias, just out of wanting to be right. So it's funny that you're saying I'm rooting for Saturn. Hold on. It's not over. And knowing that it's not over might give them... Well, never mind. It probably is over now. They're gonna need a crazy play from somebody. But instead it's gonna be a crazy play from Shu. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Chili Billy will be able to touch, but will it be long enough for everybody else? Last opportunity, and they're already a player down. We've got Nano Sim on the point. Whiskey going down. Reaper already has been down. Last couple Celestials really trying to make this work, but now they have a beat to deal with too. Just everything not going their way. They will get a kill on the Clown though, but I don't know how they're still in this team fight, to be honest with you. But nah, that's over. GG's.
Play of the game.
That's true. Saturn has not dropped a map.